Hi, it's Catherine from Altrincham Physio. We thought today we'd go through some exercises that would be good for you to use in the first few acute days after an ankle injury. All of the exercises shouldn't increase your pain. They're there to promote healing, to keep circulation, to keep movement going and prevent more loss of function. One of the first and most important things is to try to keep as much range of movement as possible. So if you pop a towel or folded cushion just underneath your calf to give your heel a little bit of space to move, one of the biggest movements at the ankle is this plantar flexion and dorsiflexion, that up and down movement with the ankle. And you can do that nice and simply sitting on the bed or leg out onto a footstool. Now, obviously because of the injury, you may find that you've got lots of swelling around your ankle and you might be much more limited with that range than you would be normally. But don't worry, just gently up and down with the foot there, gets the calf pumping to help that circulation and tries to keep that movement. We also have other movements at the foot. So once you're quite comfortable with up and down, you could start trying to do some circles round, incorporating some of the other mobility that we have at the ankle, or maybe even doing the alphabet, so up, down and across for A, down and then round for B, a big curly curl to try to keep that mobility and rotation going at the ankle as well. Not forcing any of those movements, but all of that will help to keep our movement and keep your circulation going. Because maybe we are a little bit limited, particularly with this toe up movement, that dorsiflexion movement, we can start getting quite tight through some of the structures along the back of the leg. And that's where using something to overpress might help. So you could use a folded towel or a tie or one of the stronger, thicker TheraBands. Loop it around the base of your foot. You can cross it over if that's comfortable, just to make sure it doesn't disappear on you. And then you can assist the foot, bringing that ankle up into that little bit more dorsiflexion and start to feel maybe a little bit more of a stretch over the back of the calf there. Gently releasing, you may be even pointing down a little, but not into the pressure of any resistance to start with. And then again, pulling that foot up and holding it the stretch, just to give those structures a chance to adapt and change, and then gently releasing down. So maybe do the mobility movements first, nice and freely, and then use something to overpress and get that little bit more of a stretch. While I'm seated, I'll show you a progression that you can do maybe a couple of days down the line when things are starting to feel a little bit more comfortable. But using this TheraBand, an elastic band, we can start working with the muscle through the back of the leg, but not with the same loading as we would have when we're standing. So again, you've got the band positioned around your foot, maybe crossed over so it doesn't escape on you. And then we can start pressing the toe down, pointing the foot and stretching the band, actually using the resistance there. Then smoothly allowing that release. Now we are in control of the bands. So as we press down, we're keeping that tension the same with the hands so that we can feel the resistance with the foot. But also on the way back up, we're smoothly releasing and allowing those muscles to release gradually and slowly through that range. And this is a really important movement that we have at our ankle that helps us with our walking, our gait pattern there. So it's really important that we don't start to either lose any of that power or control all the range of movement at the foot to help us recover as fast as possible. Maybe repeating around 5, 10 of those as you're comfortable, but as I say, not pushing into pain and certainly not pulling up into pain or letting your foot whip back with the resistance of the band. So those are some things that you can do in long sitting, either on the bed, floor, or maybe with your leg on a footstool. But you can also do some things in sitting onto a chair. So if you have something like a towel, we've got a little piece of folded couch roll here. You can have your foot onto the couch roll or the towel so that it's a little bit more slippy, and then you can slide the foot out, slide the foot in and underneath, and again you'll see that we're getting that range of movement at the ankle. As we slide away, the foot's pointing down a little bit more, and as we slide back, we're going into more of that dorsiflexion stretch. And actually this is quite nice. We spend more of our time sitting and onto a chair than we do with our legs sitting out in front of you. It might be a bit more comfortable as well for you around your back. And it allows us to start getting a little bit more of an overpressure into that stretch as well as we slide back. So again, really nice for circulation, really nice for that range of movement around the ankle, but not quite the same loading that you get when you're standing. We also, whenever we have an ankle injury, we know that the muscles around the ankle that help to control our balance and help to control our joint awareness as well, our proprioception, can be affected. So making sure that we try to keep some of those deeper intrinsic muscles in the foot working well is important. And a nice way to do that is by practicing just drawing the toes up. Now you could do that flat onto the floor, or you could do trying to scrunch your towel or your paper towel up as I'm doing here, so that we're trying to create that normal arch that we have through the foot, keeping the muscles that help to support all those small bones in the foot working. That'll be really important for our rehab as we come up and into standing, to make sure that we can have good balance, that we have good proprioception, and that we hopefully won't keep re-injuring this foot and ankle. So hopefully those are a couple of things that you could start having a go with just in those first